Let's talk a little bit about the new album, Star-Crossed Wasteland, and you have 3 tracks already out, and we actually just heard the newest one on the drive here, which is nice. So chilling in traffic helped a little bit. Talk about the video for Gun Show. What was the idea behind that? The kind of Old West theme.
Well, the song itself kind of immediately sounded like Old West type heavy, and Maria had instantly the concept for Welcome to the Gun Show for the song itself. And then when the video came, like with all of our videos, Maria already has like in her mind some kind of idea of what she wants to see for it, and just works with the producer on it or director, and they come up with a treatment for it. And so that was it, pretty much like Wild West party shootout type vibe, and she had the idea to bring in the girls and have all the fans come and dress Western, just to make it. We've never done anything like that, so it was cool for them to be a part of it too.
Nice. Now, you guys have covered a lot of songs, too. You've covered Call Me by Blondie. You did Heaven's a Lie by Lacuna Coil. What's your favorite cover to play, and what song would you like to cover that you haven't yet?
Well, honestly, we don't really play a lot of the covers. We never played Heaven's a Lie as a band. That was with Mantis, and Maria and Jeff are the only ones that played on that. And the Call Me song, we played it on Warped Tour, but the band never really we didn't like the song doing it, really, or even playing it either. It was just like, ugh. So we used to dread playing that on Warped Tour. So we get a lot of requests we did a cover of Pantera with Jose from Sirius and the guys in Talking Metal on Fuse.
I've heard that, yeah.
And everyone talks about that all the time. It's on YouTube, and fans are always asking us to play that. So that's a very big requested one. And we also did a cover of Postmortem by Slayer that a lot of people ask us about. Because Jose from Sirius also plays the I'm Broken cover and the Slayer cover on his show too, so we get a lot of requests for that, but we don't play any of them live.
Now, I know you guys are getting ready to wrap up this tour with Nonpoint, and you got Music as a Weapon coming up very shortly. What are your expectations for a tour of that caliber, and with the excitement and the hype coming into that tour?
Excitement and hype, man, it's just big. We really needed a tour like that, so getting that tour in the first place is just a huge blessing for us. And we're super excited. We're playing an hour after doors open every day, so we're going to have plenty of time for the rooms to fill up. And I feel like it's a bill that's going to have people coming in early to see us and Seven Dust, so it won't be like we toured with Ozzy in arenas in our first album cycle. And that was really awesome to have the arena experience. And since then, we've been like, we got to do that again. We got to do that again somehow, get back in there to play arenas. So doing it on a bill like this with these bands, I think it's just going to be really good for us, and we're really excited about it.
Now, on both of the last albums, you actually worked with Kevin Churko, a new producer for you guys, and I've read that you were huge, but you had to work with him on the second album. What did you like so much about him?
Everything, man. When we started working with him on the first album, we did a little tester for 2 weeks, or actually it was for 3 days, to see what we could do together, and we did the song Forever in those 3 days, and we just all loved the song, loved how Kevin was. It was 2 days. 1 day driving out. But anyways, nobody's going to know what happened just then. Yeah. But we did it with Kevin, and we loved the chemistry we had with him. And he's like a really knowledgeable guy with music, and he just knows melody and tunes and songs. He has all these great ideas, and also we all respect him, so he helps us sort out issues. Like, well, if one of us likes this part and one of us likes that part, he'll be the deciding factor, and we'll let him. We give him that power because we respect him so much. Right. I feel like I always say he's an undiscovered Mutt Lange or Bob Rock super producer that just hasn't gotten his due yet. He's underrated, and he will be huge. Yeah.
Nice. Now, a lot of rock bands, guys covered in tats like you guys, and different people have different meanings behind the tats. Some do it just to look sweet. Some do it, because there's some kind of meaning behind it. You got sleeves on both arms, and Maria's, tatted up. What does it mean to you guys?
It doesn't mean anything to us. No, it actually does. Like some of my old tattoos, like when I was younger, are just meaningless, stupid, like number 38 plus number 22 combined, on the wall type stuff. But as I gotten older, like a lot of the tattoos I've gotten more recently, and they're smaller, little junky ones. They're the best ones. They have a lot of meaning behind them because they're like from a memory of a tour or whatever. And we've all got those. And Maria's gotten some where she's really planned them out, and tattoos that mean a lot to her as far as the symbolism or whatever.
Now, if I remember correctly, you guys have a new bassist in the band as well. Talk about what it's like to go through a lineup change when you have so many expectations. You've already been established. What does a lineup change do to the band, to the mindset, and what are expectations?
That's a great question, man. Nobody's asked us that either. It does a lot to us. It's been like, when we first got off Warped Tour, we lost our original bass player, Jesse, and who'd been with us since the first album. And that was, hard for us. He was part of our family. He went from touring in the van, eating dirt, to the Ozzy Osbourne arena tours and everything, and he left for personal reasons, wanted to be a pilot and stuff. And it was pretty traumatic. And we got a new guy who we thought was going to work out great, and things just didn't work out with him. I'm not going to go into reasons why, but we had to make a quick decision. And so to the fans, it seemed like this guy was part of the band. He's on the album as far as the picture. He didn't play a note, but his face is on the album cover and stuff. And I know as a kid, when I would look at artwork and stuff and listen to the songs, I would picture the band playing them and stuff. So I know it's traumatic for them, but in all reality, he did 2 tours with us. He toured with us for about a month total time and didn't play anything on the record, didn't write anything. So for us, it wasn't a big deal, but just overall, it's a bummer to have to find somebody new and all that kind of stuff. But we got a new guy who's been with us as a friend forever. I've played in bands with him before in this moment, and getting him in is like having somebody in the family just kind of jump right into the spot. So it's actually, maybe it was meant to be, and we're hoping that it doesn't continue to be an issue. We have the bass player curse, kind of like the Spinal Tap drummer curse. Right. But we're hoping we can work it out, and stay with this guy.
Now, Gun Show, I love Beautiful Tragedy. Gun Show is probably my new favorite song of yours. You can't help but smash your head against the wall when you're listening to that song. And it's actually the first song by you guys that is all screaming, no clean vocals in that. What was the thought process behind that? Maria just had some stuff, angst to get off her chest, or?
It was kind of like, it wasn't really that she had angst to get off her chest so much as, because, I think the whole album was a little bit more aggressive as far as that. The Gun Show is like the big dummy, take the sledgehammer and smash the watermelon on the anvil type song, and we did it first just to kind of send a message to everybody, because there was a lot of people that really liked the first album who were a little bit miffed by the second album that wasn't as heavy and had a lot less screaming, and we just wanted to have this album define who we are and also send a message to everybody. Hey, we're heavy, we've never not been heavy. This is who we are, and this song just kind of is like a smack in the face kind of wake up call. That's why we put it out first and everything.
Yeah, I've heard that this album you guys think is the the perfect the mix between melody and aggression. So overall on the album, what else were you thinking on it? What kind of experiences were put into you guys writing this album?
Well, the whole time we were more focused, I guess, because we knew we wanted to. This was going to be the album that was going to kind of define our sound, and everyone was feeling a little bit like the second album was like the dream. Oh, the first cycle was so great. We toured with Ozzy in arenas and did Ozfest, and woo, everything's awesome, and it's our dreams come true. And then after the second album of touring cycle and going through the whole thing again and a lot of the tours and things, we came to almost more embrace who we really were as far as the metal, and just we weren't so happy and dreamy this time. We were more focused and real on what label we're on, our management, our fan base. We kind of really figured out who our fans were and stuff during that second album. So we just wanted to send that message, that we're heavy and melodic, and put it together.
Quick question. Album that just came out maybe recently that you have yet to buy that you want to buy?
Gosh, I don't know, man. None. I can't think of any album that's recently come out that I really want to buy that I haven't heard yet.
What was the last album you bought then?
I haven't bought an album in a long time.
iTunes, single, anything? Or who are you listening to? We've got...
we're listening to a lot of Papa Roach, Van Halen, Emir. I like them. They're friends of ours. We really like them. It's kind of weird that we pump up with those guys, Pantera and all that kind of stuff. I don't really me personally, I don't seek out new bands all the time. The new Seven Dust is really good, by the way. I really like that.
We heard someone saying that earlier.
Yeah, it's just good stuff. Too, yeah. So I don't really seek out a lot of new stuff. I'm more content listening to all the stuff that I love, and especially pre-show and stuff like that. We just like to pump up the songs that we used to listen to when we were kids and stuff.